Hey friends, it is Crystal with Magnolia. Today it is Wednesday. Super excited to be back here with you guys. It's been a minute. I have been on vacation, but I'm super excited to be back with you. Hopefully you guys are enjoying being here with me today. Before I get into our craft for today on Teachers Appreciation Week, I wanted to take a moment, right before I jumped on the live, I was notified that one of our creators is currently in the hospital with a blood clot in her lung. So if you're a prayer warrior like I am, just take a moment to say that one little special prayer for us for a fellow Magnolia creator. We would greatly appreciate that. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get started on our project for today. So if any of you guys read the description, it is Wednesday. I am gearing up for Teachers Appreciation Week. How many of you guys are going to be doing projects for your own little kiddo's teacher? That's exactly what I'm going to be doing today. And I'm going to be using this amazing little teacher subway stencil. Let's see if I can get that out of the lighting for you guys. Here we go. So it has teach here, and it has a bunch of different words. Hero, motivate, encourage, creative, educate. Isn't that what teachers are all about? Just everything on here. I love this stencil so much. And as a special thank you to all of our teachers and Teacher Appreciation Week coming up, and if you guys don't know, that is May 8th through 12th this year. And these are going to be on sale starting right now online for $10. So if you have any plans to make anything for our beloved teachers community, these are $10 today until they are sold out. So hopefully you guys like this stencil as much as I do. I'm going to be working with it today, and I hope that you guys can see. I might have to adjust for a minute, but I have this awesome little pencil that we're going to be painting and creating with. So if you guys missed Tip Tuesday yesterday, we posted about how you can actually use chalk paste and turn it into a paint. And that's exactly what I'm going to do today with our pencil. I have 4 different colors that we're going to be using. I have our spray bottle that has some water in it, so a few stir sticks, and I'm going to be making some paint to be able to paint our stencil. So if you're tuning in for Win It Wednesday, you're like, it's Win It Wednesday, what am I winning today? If I let you know who my favorite teacher was and why they were so important to me. You're going to get this First My Mother, Forever My Friend. Let's see if I can get that out of the light for you guys. It is a super detailed, cute stencil, First My Mother, Forever My Friend. This is retired. You cannot buy this online. And on our Mother's Day coming up, we thought that this would be a really great gift for somebody. So, to be entered, I want to know who your favorite teacher was and why they meant so much to you. So for me personally, while I tootle around and get our chalk paint from Pace going, my favorite teacher was in high school, and a little bit of backstory about me, I absolutely wanted to be a crime scene investigator. Is that funny? I'm in crafting, crime scene investigator. And you can actually take that in our high school. And so one of my favorite teachers, his name was Anthony Rosilli. He really loved teaching. He loved students, and he just impacted me because of his caring heart that he had. And also, he was teaching crime scene investigation in a high school. Could you even imagine that being your job? How cool would that be? So that would be my backstory about my favorite teacher and why. So I'm excited to read through some of your guys' comments and who impacted you and why. All right, so all I'm doing is taking some paste here with a little stir stick, and I'm going to be spraying it with a little bit of water. So when making paint mixing with chalk paste, you don't have to use a lot. So I like to start out with a little, and then I'm just going to simply mix it together until I get the desired consistency of the paint, the thinness or the thickness that you like to paint with. And then it just turns into a paint. How cool is that? Have you guys ever painted with chalk paste before? I absolutely love it. Okay, so as you can kind of see, I have a little paint consistency here. I see everybody jumping on. Hi guys, hey Susan. little bitty foam brushes. I'm just going to use a foam brush for this. And I'm going to tilt you guys down a little bit. Let me come around. I want you guys to actually be able to see what I'm working with. I think that might be a little bit better. Oh, and now you're crooked. See, this is why I don't mess with stuff. Okay, here we go. Let's see if that's a little bit better. Making you guys a little bit dizzy today. I'm still a little bit dizzy. Let's see if I can't help it out a little bit. There we go. All right, so now you guys can see me. You can see the project. Let's get started. Okay, so I just have the chalk paint. I'm going to start out with pink. So I'm going to do the rubber eraser part up here. We're going to go with a glitter black down here. We're going to let it dry, and then we're going to readjust our tape lines, and then we'll get to the gray. And I'm going to be using this like pumpkin spice, but it reminds me of like a number 2 pencil. What do you guys think? Super excited. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm just painting this part. A little eraser part. Now as you go, if the paint that you're making is too thick, simply add a little bit more water. If it's too thin, just add a little bit more chalk paste to it. Somebody's going really fast down the road here. You guys can hear him. Now just like chalk paste, it goes a long ways. And you can let it dry. You could do it in multiple layers. But I am just going to go with the flow here. And this looks very cool to me. Okay, so we have our pink. I'm going to move it to the side. Might go over it one more time. But what do you guys think so far? So this is your chalk paste mixed with a little bit of water. And we're going to let this part dry. Now on this end, we're going to go with the glittering black. So, just like I did before, I'm going to take another stir stick here with just a smidgen of the glittering black. Don't need too much. A little bit of water. And with that same stir stick, I'm just going to stir it around. Depending on the amount of paint that you need, our little plastic tray, the green trays, it would work just fine being able to do this. I just grabbed a few bowls. So I didn't really know, working with this bigger project, if I could get into that little space or not. I'm just making it a little bit thinner. All right. I have another little foam brush that I'm going to be using for the little black. So we're going to go on this side. Let's move some stuff out of the way. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Now I'm just going to be painting on the glittering black. I'm going to lift. I think this is such a cute project. I did one similar last year, but as we know, when you have kids, they all have different teachers every single year. And so I thought bringing this back would be a super cute project for everyone. Okay, so we're gonna let that part dry. I might do one more little layer of black. I love the little shimmer look that I'm getting off of it. Let me see, here we'll move, running out of space. Okay, we'll move that over there. Be careful. And so now you guys can kind of see the shimmery effect on the pencil tip here. Love that. Doesn't that actually almost look like a color of like a charcoal pencil? Super cute. All right, so I have my heat gun here with chalk paste and the water, mixing it with paint. It actually dries relatively fast, but just for making sure, we're gonna go ahead and use the heat gun really quickly. I don't think that I need to do another layer. I think I'm just gonna leave it as is. I kind of love the wood grain part coming back and looking at you, kind of like an actual wooden pencil. I think I'm gonna keep it as is. A few more seconds to dry. Let's test. That is dry. Looky there, we are already dried. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna peel this first layer of tape. I love that. Okay, so we didn't get it anywhere. I'm actually gonna lay it right back down because I peeled the wrong piece of tape. Well, I'm gonna actually paint this first because this piece right here on the green, we're actually gonna paint it the gray color. So I don't want to mess with this one yet. I'm going to move this one and we're going to paint that orange now, that pencil color. Would you call that a pencil color? You call it yellow, yellowish orange. Okay, so we're going to peel this side. I'm simply going to reuse my tape and I'm going to put it along the line of this pencil. Let's make sure. Getting it all. All right, perfect, that looks okay. And if there's any little hiccups, we can go back in and correct it later. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna make paint again. And I am using, I think that's what it was, the pumpkin spice here. And I think it looks so much like number 2 pencil. The color on there, at least very similar. What do you guys think? I'm gonna do a little bit more paste with this one. We have a little bit larger of an area. Well, what are you guys thinking so far? Are you guys with me? You're with my idea? What are you guys thinking? Yellow or golden? Okay, I like that golden. Would you guys call this golden? I think I would call that a golden color. Love it. If you guys are just tuning in, it is When It Wednesday. I would love to know what teacher impacted you the most and why? You guys get this super amazing, first my mother, forever my friend stencil. I just absolutely adore that one. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use a foam brush again. I am just gonna get to paint now. Look at that. It is coming along. How many of you guys have painted with chalk base before? And have you actually done this idea? Have you guys made a pencil? I would love to know. And what you thought about the pencil project for today. Very excited to be back here with you guys. It has been a minute. So thanks for coming and hanging out today. Where are you guys tuning in from? Let us know. Is this your first time watching? Are you a creator in the creator community? I'd love to know. As I am painting this, we are almost done. All right, last little bit. See if we can't smooth it out a little bit. Now I'm looking for your opinion as soon as I get this first layer on. Do you like the wood grain sort of showing through the pencil? Should we do another layer? I'll show you guys in just a minute. Let me cover everything. I think I like the wood grain looking back. However, I could go either way on it. Okay, let's get over here. One more little time. And remember, this dries super quick. It is a quick dry paint. And what I'm doing is I'm just getting out my streak lines right now. All right, you guys want to see it? Then you have to give me your opinions. Should we go over it one more time in the middle or should we leave it as is? It's a little streaky because it hasn't dried all the way yet. So what are you guys thinking? Go over it one more time. Leave it the way it is. Hey Heidi. Pencil is so cute. Thank you. North Carolina in the house. Hey, I'm over in Utah. Okay, what do you guys think? Should I do one more layer? Let's let it dry. Should we dry it first? All right, let's go ahead and dry so then you guys can let me know. We have to dry it anyway so we can do the last painting on the gray. And then we can put that fabulous stencil down. Ooh, guys, I love that. I don't know if I want to paint a second layer. I'll have to have your guys' opinion. Almost dry. Fix this little part here. Okay, that looks awesome. Okay, are you guys ready to give me your opinions? I think that we should leave it. What do you guys think now, since it's pretty much dry? Should we do another layer? Or should we leave it as is? Sienna, leave it. Leave it as is. You love it. Well, thanks for loving it. Love it and leave it, right? Okay, I think I'm in agreement there. Okay, so let's go ahead and at least let's pull this one. Okay. I see we didn't go all the way with our line, but I think it actually looks kind of cool. We can come back if we want to with that part in just a little bit. Now for this, I'm going to put one side over here. Let's do that. Because we're going to paint it one more time, and that's going to be the buffer between the pink and the pencil part. That's like the, what do you guys call that? I don't want to call it like aluminum, like the silver, I guess you could call it aluminum. What would you guys call that? I'm blanking. The little metal part between the eraser and the pencil. So we're just going to use a smidgen of the gray to do our final little paint. And what's super fun is if you're making paint and you don't have a color, you can mix the chalk paste together and then water it down and then make any sort of color that you want. I think that's really cool. So now I'm going to use a paintbrush here. I'm just going to quickly go over this little gray part. What do you guys think so far? Is it looking like you're expecting it to? Does it look like a pencil? If you're just now joining, it is When It Wednesday. I would love to know what teacher made the most impact on you and why. I shared mine earlier. I was in high school. His name was Anthony Rosilli, and he was just the coolest teacher. He taught crime scene investigation. How cool would that be? Okay, so we have our gray part here, and a little thicker with the paint mixture that we made up. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's dry this final part. What are you guys thinking so far? The metal band. I like that. Okay, that's what we're gonna call it, the metal band. Almost done. Okay, that should be plenty dry. Now we're going to go ahead and remove all of the tape that we used. And that one bled just a little bit, but we could go back and we could touch it up in a little bit. All right, what do you guys think? Here is our pencil. Pencil, pencil. I love this. All right, so I think every time I make a project, especially for like a hanging part, everybody asks me, how are you gonna hang it and what are you gonna do? I think that I'm gonna take some jute and maybe put some round beads going across, maybe in like painting on like black and gray and pink and this color here, and making kind of the pencils going around it for the holder. So we have our little pencil part now, our middle is completely dry, and now we get to use this awesome stencil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply go on top of the stencil with the glittering black. I think that will make it pop the most. And so that's what I'm going to do today. Would you do something different? What colors would you use? Last year when I did this similar project, I actually used like an off-white, almost like the almond or the white would pop as well. I'm going to put a super cute bow on it. And I've seen a couple different variations of a pencil being used. They actually kind of like write the name of the teacher, but for this one, I'm going to be using the teacher's stencil. I like this teacher subway. And for today, starting today, until they sell out, these wonderful teacher subway stencils are $10. They're reusable. You can make so many ones. After I'm done with this project, I have 2 more that I need to make for the other teachers. So I'm totally going to be reusing my stencil, and I hope you guys get one and do too. This is so versatile. You could put it on like, can you imagine your teacher wearing an actual t-shirt that says this? Or a little chalkboard from the classroom, or a little pennant banner, or the hanging banner. You could use the stencil in so many different ways. Okay, I got something right here. Let's get that off of there. Okay, so I am just gonna be placing my stencil where I like it. I fuzz because this is the first time I'm using the stencil, plus it is wood, and I don't want the wood or the paint to compromise my stencil at all. So I fuzz just a little bit. And you could get super creative with your coloring here. You could do reds for the apples. You could make another little pencil here in the middle if you wanted to. All different colors on your words. I just think that I'm going to use just the plain glittering black on here. I think it will kind of put that finishing touch on there that I'm looking for. All right, so we have some words here. Of this stencil, which words really pop out to you the most? We have inspire, we have motivate, we have instruct, we have educate, we have friend, we have lead, we have creative, we have love, encourage, hero, praise. Which one of those do you feel like you relate to the most? Obviously, I think teach because it's in the middle, but it's so much more than that, isn't it? And if you're a school teacher, thank you for everything that you do for our children. I absolutely adore each and every one of you. And I have little kids. I have 2 of them. And they are 4 and 8. And if you're a school teacher, I have no clue how you wrangle 15 to 22 of them in a classroom and you can still wake up the next morning. Because I have 2 and I could not imagine having like 22 of them all day. How about you guys? They are definitely a superhero. Okay. We're almost done with our glittering black here. And we'll take a peek to make sure all of the words are covered. Middle here. Now I'm just removing all of the excess off of the stencil. If you could see all of the words coming back at you, you have enough. If it is big and you cannot see your words, you want to take some more paste off. Okay, looks like I have everything covered. I'm going to put that back into the jar for future use. Are you guys ready for me to peel and reveal? So I'm going to go super slow, and I never pull on the corner. I just start it there, and I tiptoe it down to be able to then easily and slowly peel the stencil off. Oh, look how cute that came out. Okay, are you guys ready to see this part? Got a little bit on my hands. Okay, let me turn it around and show you. Look how we have going. How cute is this guy? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I like this so much. It is so cute. Super different than what I did last year. And I'm just excited that you could do so many different things with this. Oh my gosh, how cute. It turned out a lot cuter than I was expecting it to, which is a pleasant surprise. And then my last thing that I'm going to do with you guys today is I'm just going to stick a little bow. If you guys know me, I love bows. I love big bows on everything. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put it in like the corner up here so I can have it this way and still have a little bit of the bottom. I am just going to secure it with some hot glue. And I have already made it. And I'm just going to put this guy on there, and we're going to fluff him up a little bit and angle him the right way. So hopefully you guys enjoy it in just a few minutes. Now, our project is almost done for Win It Wednesday today. If you haven't commented below, I'd love to know who your favorite teacher was, how they inspired you, and really what they mean to you. Our teachers are amazing, and I know they do so much. So if you're a teacher watching, thank you so much for taking the time to help and nourish all of our creative minds, our little ones. I just have the most respect for you guys. All right, so we're gonna put a little bit of glue down. I say a little bit, I mean a whole heck of a lot. And I'm just gonna put it right over here on the side. I'm gonna tailor this to where we can see all of our words still. Now, hopefully this inspired you guys to make that special teacher or your kiddo's teacher, or maybe your sister. My sister-in-law is a school teacher, an amazing gift for their upcoming Teachers Appreciation Week. That is May 8th through the 12th. And our specific stencil here is going to be $10 until they sell out. So get them while you can. Don't forget to enter Win It Wednesday at the bottom. What you guys are going to win while I'm holding this down is one lucky person's going to win First My Mother, Forever My Friend here. It is retired. It is sold out. You cannot get them online. So just let us know who your favorite teacher was and why. Okay, so this looks pretty good and stuck. Are you guys ready to see the final on this? And I might go ahead and fluff my bow and angle some of this later on as it goes. But this is kind of what I came out with for today. What do you guys think? I think it's super cute. I think I'm going to take it from here and go over so they can hang it on the door or the wall or wherever they would like to. Got a few flaws, but hey, that's crafting, right? We can go in and we can retouch those up. So I really hope that you guys absolutely loved our project today. It was so much fun making it with you. I'm excited to be back and hanging out with you guys. And don't forget to comment below on Win It Wednesday. I will see you guys in a future video. Bye everyone. Have a great rest of the week.